Our guest today is Morgan Rose. He's a drummer for the band Sevendust, one of the most influential heavy bands on the planet today. He's also my big bro, and I love him. If you want to support the podcast, please check out our sponsors in the description below. Thanks. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by DistroKid. If you're an artist, musician, and want to get your music up on platforms such as iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, and even social media like TikTok, Instagram stories, you know what's up. DistroKid can do that. Just sign up today and get 30% off. Head over to distrokid.com/VIP/Garza. That's distrokid.com/VIP/Garza to get 30% off. Check it out. We are also brought to you by EMG Pickups. I personally use the 81.7 here in the bridge and the 67 in the neck. It gives me that over-the-top, heavy, exaggerated sound that I love and need in my life. Head on over to emgpickups.com and check out their wide variety of sick gear. I hope you enjoyed this chat. Please welcome Morgan Rose. Holy shit. I cannot believe my big brother, Morgan, is here.
Absolutely. I can't believe it either.
You came here from Atlanta, Georgia. Straight here, right?
Flew in this morning.
Dude, how's California for you?
It's good. Surprisingly good. Because, I mean, you know, California shows for us are like, you know, we're just, is it going to be cool or is it going to be this or is it going to be anybody going to come, you know? So
Really?
Yeah, it's always been like that. I mean,
Interesting.
there were, early in our career, it was like, let's avoid California. You know, it crushes your morale, you know. And then it was weird. Like one night we played LA and headlining in LA and it was packed and they were going crazy. And I'm like, what the hell went on here? And then like another few years later we came and it was back to this. I'm like, what,
Interesting.
What's going on?
I wonder what that is.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's been good this run. You know,
Yeah.
I think everybody's kind of the people that do come out because the COVID thing is still weird. You know, it's still
out there.
You got people that don't want to be in the crowds, and then you got people that don't want to get a jab. You know, and then there's different rules everywhere you go, where it's either you have to have a negative test or you have to be vaccinated, and then they're like not doing it. You know, and so we played right before we got into Cali. We played like Dallas, and they were saying that it was like. They were having 30 and 40% of the people that wouldn't show. So they'd buy the tickets in hopes that by the time the show got there, it'd be cool to just go. Yeah. And then the rules wouldn't change. And then they wouldn't go and they wouldn't sell the tickets. So you've got a sold out show and you've got 60% of the venue filled, you know?
Interesting.
It's super weird. Even when I saw you, you know, it was like negative test stuff in Atlanta, and they were like licking doorknobs during that whole thing. You know, I mean, like they didn't care at all.
They didn't
care,
man.
But they cared at the venue. You know,
it's strange, huh?
It's real strange.
I heard also some venues and promoters are actually overselling the venues on purpose because they're expecting the drop off.
That's what I would expect. Yeah.
Some people bought tickets literally 2 years ago. So that tour that you saw us. That's been a year and a half just waiting. So people bought tickets and kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Strange.
That was a killer show, though.
Dude.
And it was packed. And they were nuts. And you guys were stupid.
You're stupid.
It was the best shit, dude. It was the best show I've seen in so long. I was just like, God almighty, man.
Talk about the best birthday present for me. I turned 36 that day in Atlanta, Georgia. I got to meet one of my favorite drummers, Morgan.
I got to meet my long lost brother. It was super cool. I mean, it was
cool,
like
man.
I walked back and I'm like, Garza, you know. I was like, it was cool. And then that was before the show, you know.
Yeah.
Then you guys go up there and it's like, oh my God, dude, it was ferocious. And then you jump off a stack and
I almost died, but it's fine.
It was like, what a weird birthday.
It was
like, dude, it's wide open. I'm like, oh my God, I just met him and he's dead. You know, it's like unbelievable.
Definitely one of the best birthdays in my life. We were all talking about it like the whole day. Dude, Morgan's gonna come out. Oh my God, dude. Okay, I want to. My thing is saying things publicly.
Yeah, me too.
And we've been that way our whole career. Like we were talking about Sevendust, Korn, Slipknot, like that era of bands before it was cool. Like,
sure.
Like there was a time where like if like you couldn't wear the shirts, like because we came up in like in the IE like hardcore scene.
Yeah.
So like wearing those shirts, talking about it. No, we all knew they were listening to bands, but nobody was talking about it.
Yeah.
It was so strange and like, but I don't know what it was, but just right out of the gates, we've been very public, and so I mean, Morgan, you've been a huge. We've admired you, and loved your band, and you're such a big influence on us, and it's an honor for you to be here, and it's an honor for actually to call you a friend.
Dude, I love you, man.
It's cool, man.
Yeah,
I love you, man.
It's crazy.
It's a trip, man.
It is.
Yeah, it makes this whole podcast seem like really, oh, this is why I do it, because I get to literally meet and hang out with my favorite people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love that you're doing it. You're great at it too.
Thanks, man.
There's not everybody is, but you are.
Well, I've been a very quiet person my whole life, so I kind of developed just a listening skill. I like to listen to people. I like to ask questions and to sit back and listen.
Yeah,
because it's how you learn.
That's great,
and
man.
And especially when you have so many failures throughout your whole career.
Sure.
I have to ask questions now, because I fucked this up. You know, how, and I know, we probably have a lot of similarities with that. Like, we have a lot of maybe bad business choices, and like, how do you recover from that?
Dude.
So insane, dude.
So many.
And the most impressive thing about you, Morgan, and your band is the fact that after 25 years or more, you still have the original lineup intact.
Yeah.
It's still you. It's still John, Clint, Benny, and LeJean.
Yeah.
That is the most impressive thing about your band. And I have to ask you, how did you do that?
I mean, the weirdest thing about it, because we talk about it a lot. We do actually discuss that. And, we love each other. That's no question. I mean, we want to beat each other up all the time, And when we were, when we were drinking a lot and doing drugs and living that lifestyle, it obviously made it more volatile. But the thing that we learned pretty quick was we've got a band full of passive aggressive dudes that really, it's almost like we don't discuss things sometimes. It's not, I don't advise it, but it is something that we do, where it's like nothing's really that important. Nothing's really that pressing and that big of a deal. If somebody leaves their shit in the front lounge, it's like, are we going to break the band up over it? Because that's the kind of stuff that would start a brawl, but you slowly, you grow up, you stop doing some of those little things, because, living in a tube going down the road, any little thing can make you like, dude, I want to strangle that guy.
Absolutely.
So,
Yep.
I mean, it's like, a hallway in your bedroom, the lock on the door is a snap on a curtain, so it's like not a lot of privacy. And, but we just got to the point where we were like, you know what, let's just, we're only going to discuss the big stuff. That's how we handled most of it. And unfortunately, a lot of other people in our lives had to pay the price for it, whether it be, for me, a lot of times it was, anybody else. If I was pissed off at somebody in the band, I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at to somebody else? Because I'm like, I can't do it inside the five of us, because we're going to stay together. So that was how I handled it a lot of times. Not advised, but we basically just, we don't communicate. And that's, we get along great. We talk about all kinds of stuff, but when it comes to stuff that's like nitpicky, we just really don't communicate about it that much. We just kind of will hint and kind of wait for, is that going to start something? And then if it doesn't, we're like, cool, he got the point, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. So you guys don't focus on like the small, stupid stuff.
Yeah. And it's gradually gotten even better. But I mean, again, it's not advised. Communication is a great thing, if you can get through, because hard talks are not easy. I mean, it's affected me in my life. You know, it's affected me in my relationships, in my current one. You know, she's got it all together and she's all about, let's get to it. You know, let's fix the problem. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about that shit. You know, I don't want to talk about why I didn't ask you what you wanted to eat tonight and I just said where we were going to eat. That's not that big of a deal, is it? You know, and she's like, well, I mean, it's kind of fucking rude, dude. You know, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess it is, you know. So she's actually kind of helping me grow up a little bit, you know, be a little bit more of a decent human being. But yeah, if you know how it is. I mean, the you're married to the band, so it's like that relationship definitely affects everything else that you do and everything else that you deal with. I mean, I consider myself a pretty good person, you know, that's just a little bit flighty and doesn't, you know, can be inconsiderate, not by, you know, not consciously, but just overlook something really easily. Yeah. And can hurt somebody's feelings and be like, dude, I you know, and my immediate thing is defense. You know, no, dude, it wasn't that. I didn't mean to do that, you know, when it's like, but you did, you know, so just be like, fuck, dude, I'm sorry, man. You know, I won't do that again, you know, damn. I don't like guilt. I don't like feeling it. So I got to fix it, you know, and then you bring that into your relationship and it's the same deal. You know, the girl's like, a sorry is good, you know, and I'm like, but I think I'd rather defend it. Yeah, that's our go-to because we're so used to being married to four guys and it being the opposite of that. Absolutely. And then when you're in a relationship, you gotta talk it out. Yeah, you know, and that's what it's funny. My girl is actually doing the same thing with me, helping me grow up. Yeah, and you gotta talk things out. Yeah, man. And it's so hard with a conversation because when we're having a hard conversation, it feels wrong for a period of time. Could be 5 minutes, could be 10 minutes, could be an hour. Yeah. But once you hash it out, then that's when that feeling, oh, we resolved the issue. Yeah. But that first, whatever, it sucks and it feels wrong. It feels like you're gonna break up or it feels like you're doing something wrong. Man. But once you get past that point, oh, this is why we had the hard conversations. I have abandonment issues. That's Same. It. Yeah. You know, I think a lot of musicians do, you know, but I mean, I definitely have them. And it's like, so what you said is exactly it, man. There could be a fight and be like, this is it. It's over. Yeah. Over something that's really not a big deal, you know, not in the big, you know, relatively speaking, it's not the end of the world, but I'm so used to, you know, I'd been in, you know, some relationships in my life that were tough. And I'm sure that I was to blame for a lot of it, you know, because I didn't communicate. But, you know, there were breakups and there were bad things that happened. And it's like, so you just kind of like, oh, very, you know, like tense going into those conversations. Yeah. For me, anyway. Yeah. You ever look back at the past relationships, as much as it sucks, and be like, wait, that was actually my fault. This was my fault. I should have did this. And it sucks, but that's what makes your current relationship better. You look at a situation where it's like, you know, you get a you know, the monster that ends it where it's like, okay, you know, she cheated on me or something like that. And you're like, that's your card. You know, you just hold that one up, you know, and go, see, she cheated on me. That's the end of it. You know, it's her fault. She did this. That's it. Yeah. It's no good. I mean, obviously, but it's like, and yes, you could sit there and say, you know, people shouldn't do that and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you look at it and you're like, but was I great going into that? You know, was she happy? Obviously not. Yeah. You know, and so, I mean, yeah, there's through a lot of therapy and a lot of, you know, woe is me moments, you know, I came out realizing that I'm fucked up. Sorry, that's not funny, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Morgan. I'm sorry, you know, man. We all do our best, man. We do. We do our best. We try to do our best, dude. And it's fucking tough. It's crazy how your abandonment issues just will manifest in your band and your relationships. And it's just weird, like weird ways. Could be small. Could be big. Yeah. But then you go, oh wait, it could be either when you were born or it happened when you were 4, but like whatever happened, it just will just manifest in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. It's fucking nuts, dude, man. I talk about it all the time. Like I had this super strange upbringing, you know, everybody's got a story, you know, like you were all over the place. Dude, it was like, I mean, I had a father who, you know, was womanizer. And, he met my mom. They were fucking kids, man. They're like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what I was doing at 18, 19. It's like I still don't have anything figured out. I for sure didn't have anything figured out then.
Yeah.
And, so he meets her. They probably were only dating a few months, and all of a sudden she's pregnant. And, they end up getting married. And my dad's like, I'm fucking everybody. Like I'm not changing that. That's what I do. And he had a really strange circumstance. Like this is, I'm old as fuck. So this is like the 60s, like late 60s. And he was busted in a car where he had a joint in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And, they arrested him. And I mean, it was a thing. So it goes on his record. So, he goes to get a job and they're like, you ever been arrested? He's like, no. So he gets the job. He's the best worker in the shop. Guy comes up to him. He goes, hey, man, got to let you go. He's like, for what? He goes, you lied on your application. And he's like, but what if I would have put yes? And he goes, I wouldn't have hired you. And it's like, okay. So my dad ends up getting into the world of dealing drugs. And big. And it was marijuana. Truckloads of it. And, I'm like 3 years old, sleeping in the bed with my parents, and here comes the SWAT team in there, the guns and ready to go. And they're arresting my dad. And, I'm going to see my dad on the fucking chain gang when I'm 4 years old. And he gets out and he realizes I got to get out of New Jersey because I can't work here. I can't deal drugs here. I can't do anything. So he's like, I'm going to Florida. I got to hook up where I can deal some drugs.
That's why he went to Florida.
He goes to Florida and leaves me and my mom in New Jersey.
He stayed there.
Yeah. So, my mom ends up with, her boss. I'm like 5 years old, 6 years old, and she's dating her boss. And, she's a single mom. My dad is in Florida doing his thing. His mule is his girlfriend, who's a fucking complete maniac. And, I would go and visit him, and it was a completely different world. My dad has a bunch of money, and he's a drug dealer with this fucking troll for a wife at the time that's muling for him. And, my mom is dating her boss who has 2 kids, and I'm, like, shuffled off to the side, terrified. They had me sleeping in bed with them from birth up until, I don't know. I probably didn't sleep alone until she was with him. And I'm terrified. I had the weirdest shit in the world. I would not sleep by myself. I was panicked out, freaked out to be alone. They would be sleeping in a bedroom, my mom and her boyfriend, who she ended up marrying and is still married to. But I would like wait for them to fall asleep. I'd be shaking in this bed, at like 7 years old, 8 years old. And I'd wait for them to go to bed, and I would like quietly open up the door and like sleep at the bottom of the bed. Here's this guy trying to court this girl, and this 7-year-old, is like at the bottom of the bed. He's trying to fucking hit it, I'm sure. And I'm on the bottom of the bed, Morgan, I'm like, leave the room. And then I'd wait for them to sleep. Dude, I'd be sleeping at the door, like looking in the crack, like to try to be close to them. I mean, I was traumatized. So same drill with my dad. I'd go down there, they'd shut the door, go fucking deal with it. So it was a weird thing, man. I had 2 step parents that at the time were really brutal. Like neither one of them wanted me around. They ended up shipping me to my grandparents. So there's where the abandonment started. My parents were like trying to survive. My mom is alone. She's trying to make it work with this guy. He's not that he doesn't want me around, but he wants me to be, not sleeping at the fucking foot of the bed every night.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad's wife definitely didn't want me around. She was fucking crazy. So that was where it started. That was the abandonment thing. And, I carried that into my 40s. I mean, I carried that card into my 40s. Fuck you guys. You guys left me out and fucking handed me over to a bunch of other people who, by the way, were fucking great to me.
Yeah.
But my parents, fucking ditched me. So my dad, ironically enough, my dad was the one that came up and he goes, God, I fucked up so bad, man. Like I blew it with you. I sorry isn't enough. I can't do anything about it, but I love you and I always have. And, you know, that fucking woman, man, it was my fault. You know, I blew it and it ended it. Like for me, I had no more resentment at all. My mom took a few more years. My mom's more like me, doesn't want the guilt. Yeah. So my mom was like, I know I'm the worst mother in the world, you know, and I'm like, yeah, you fucking were, dude. You know, jeez. And it was vicious, you know. I mean, my mother is the queen. She's the greatest woman in the world. But I realized through therapy and stuff, I'm like, man, she's a fucking kid. And she was scared too, you know, and didn't know what to do and thought, you know, this guy's he's not easing up and I'm scared and a kid and I'm alone. I don't know what to do. And she had another kid. I mean, she started fucking just shooting kids out. You know, she had 3 more. Whoa. You know, so it's like, but she finally one day was just like, you know, I'm so sorry that I did that. And I was like, it wasn't even a conversation. It was just like we're driving in the car and she goes, you know, God, I wish that I wished I could have done that different. I just blew that so bad. And I'm like, you know, where'd that come from? And it just killed it. I mean, this is probably one of the only times since then that I've even brought it up because it's just like gone, you know? Accountability is a big deal. You know, if somebody says I'm sorry and it's sincere, it's like the game's over, you know? Like, what can I do with that? You know, I mean, you've said it. I either say, cool, or I say, fuck you, and then it's on me, you know? So that was a cool moment. I wished it would have come a little earlier. You know?
How old were you?
Shit, my mom said that it wasn't that long ago. I mean, within the last 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And my dad was within the last like 20, so I was in my 30s.
30s and 40s.
Yeah.
That is bizarre.
Man. Yeah.
So you carried that with you.
Yeah, man. Long
throughout
time.
Childhood, to teens, to 20s.
Yeah, man.
And 30s. And even though there's accountability and sorry, which is, I mean, obviously, as you just said, is great. You still have that. We still had to deal with the wiring issues.
Holy shit, dude! You're a fucking genius. That's the truth, man. The worst
sucks.
part is that all of a sudden it was like, okay, I'm good, I'm cured. You know, because they said they were sorry, and that's really all this child inside me wanted. You know. And then my therapist, I'm like, I don't know what the deal is, man, but I got these fucking abandonment issues, and they're really heavy. Yeah. And it's fucking shit up. You know, so, and he goes, well, it's real simple. You know, you've forgiven them, but you haven't healed. You know, it's like somebody breaks your fucking arm, you know, and they say, I'm sorry. And it's like, well, I'm not mad at you anymore. You know, you finally said you're sorry for wrecking my arm, but my arm's still fucking broken, you know? Yeah. So that's when I said, oh, shit, I guess I got to go to this guy a little more. You know, I guess I gotta dig in on what's going on in here because it's chaotic.
Wow, has a therapist helped you?
Yeah, I mean, again, you've got to be willing to be called out. I've got a really good one that is like, you're a fucking idiot. You know, like it's not one of these, you know, legs crossed, you know, so you know, laying down on the bed. You know, he's not that guy. He's good. Like, so what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. You know, like you think that's, you can find a place that decision sounds in any way like the right one, you know, like, I mean, there's things that I've done and things that I've said and arguments and, I mean, I'll walk in there and be like, I got his ass today. I'm going to say what I did. And he's going to go, that's exactly how you should have handled that, you know? And I come in and I'm like, this is what I did. And he goes, yeah, it was fucking terrible. And I'm like, what? You know, I mean, so I mean, my girlfriend fucking loves him because he's constantly calling me out. But he's intelligent, you know, he's definitely the best one I ever went to. Shit crazy expensive, you know, I'm like, I got to pay this guy to abuse me, you know, but he's helped me a lot.
Yeah, it's great to hear. So you went to multiple people, correct?
Oh, yeah. I went to a lot of therapists.
How many you think?
Over the years, 15, 20.
15, 20.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I'd go in there and talk, and then it'd be over, and they go, okay, I'll see you next week. And I'm like, wait a minute. You know, like, I can find plenty of people I can get on the phone to listen to me, you know, talk shit for an hour. Yeah. You know, I don't need that. I want to be called out. I want to be told something that's going to help me, you know?
Totally.
So,
wow.
A lot of them were like that.
A lot of them were.
Yeah. And a lot of them I would cut off. You know, they'd start talking. I wouldn't like what they were saying, so I'd cut them off and they'd stop. He doesn't do that. He's like, hey, you know, stop talking. You know, I'm like, all right.
You found a solid one.
Yeah, man, he's the guy.
Wow. Well, dude, Morgan, I think that's great for people to hear that because usually it takes a lot for someone to go through one, to drop the ego. I'm going to go to a therapist, and then to keep going through that process.
I've had 2 in my life that were maybe 3 that were legit for me, that worked for me.
Yeah.
You know, the first one was when I was 17 years old, and I was laying down at a buddy of mine's house, listening to Scorpions' Love Drive. And I'm laying, I mean, I know it like it was where were you when Kennedy was shot? You know, I know that first day of anxiety, panic attack. I know the first one.
Damn.
I'll never forget it. It was the worst fucking experience ever.
Really?
I mean, I'm laying there like nothing's really bothering me. I'm 17 years old, whatever, listening to Iron Maiden and Scorpions and Priest and laying on a fucking blanket on the floor at his house, and all of a sudden it goes, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, out of nowhere, dude. Like, I'm going to sleep. And adrenaline. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, holy shit. And then I'm like, holy shit, you know, that felt like I was going to have a heart attack or something, and it goes away. I'm like, holy shit, that was weird, man. I go lay back down within a minute. Again, I'm like, holy shit, dude. I'm going to throw up. You know, like, freaked out. Go to the bathroom, I'm like at the toilet, you know, like I must be getting ready to throw up. Nothing happens. I'm like, legs are wobbly, you know, I'm all fucked up. Go back, lay down, laying there. I'm like, now I'm wide awake, you know, what the fuck just happened twice in 3 minutes. Goes away. 5 minutes later, again, I'm like, I go back, I'm fingering my throat trying to throw up, nothing's coming up. I'm like panicked. This started happening that night and lasted for about maybe 8 or 9 months, and it would happen so often that it would be like 30, 40 of them a day, like completely debilitating, completely, you have no life. And so I'm like, I'm not in a real band yet. I'm like jamming, you know, cover songs with my friend, and, you know, drums and guitar, no singing, no bass player. Yeah. But I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, I think I want to play music for a living. You know, I want to be a musician. And I'm thinking, I can't even get through a song without this happening. And, dude, if I have to say it, I mean, it's the most craziest shit in the world, dude. I thought the devil was in me. I mean, I thought I was possessed. I didn't know what it was. And back then, you know, again, I'm old as fuck, so it's like 17, you know, it's a long time ago. And I'm like trying to tell anybody, you know, this is what's going on. The only way I could explain it was that it felt like I had smoked weed a few times. I was terrified of everything, you know, insane that I had done so many drugs after that, because I was like terrified of weed or anything. Yeah. So 17, I'd smoked some weed, and all of a sudden I got the paranoia, you know, where I was like, I'm talking, but I don't know how it's coming out because I'm fucking high. Yeah. And that was how it felt. It felt like I'd lost my ability to, like, speak. So I would talk when it was happening, and I'm like, I don't know how these words are even coming out, because I'm not thinking of them. You know, I'm not consciously thinking about what I'm saying. That was the only way I could describe it. Nobody got it. They were like, you're fucking crazy, dude. I'm like, I am crazy as fuck. Like, I'm freaking out. So that was the first time I started thinking about suicide, was that I thought, you know, months and months of that happening every day, you don't ever think it's going to stop. And my mom had me go to this shrink, and I walked in there, and she said a few things to me that were real simple. She said, what are you afraid of? And I'm like, I'm afraid of dying. It feels like I'm going to die. You know, it feels like I'm going to pass out, or I'm going to have a heart attack. And she goes, okay, well, you're never going to die from a panic attack, ever. No one's ever died from one. And I'm like, never. She goes, never. And whether it was true or not, which I think it is true, at 17, I was like, I can't die from it. She goes, can't die from it. I'm like, 100%. She goes, not a chance. She goes, you know, you have to fight it. You have to be angry with it. You know, almost roll your eyes when it comes, like, oh, fuck, here it is. You know, and that's how I treated it. And from that day, from that one meeting with that therapist, just saying something real simple, I just started fighting it off. So the panic part of it, it took about 2 or 3 months and it was gone. Then I realized I had anxiety. And anxiety where, you know, I mean, I have it all the time. I have it all the time where it's like I can't get a deep breath, or I'm yawning and I can't get it to go. You know, like I feel like I have to yawn, and right when it gets halfway there, it stops. I'm like, fuck, you know, and that kind of stuff. You know, I get that a lot, but the panic part of it is gone. That's been gone for a long time. But she was the first decent therapist that I had. Very decent. She probably saved my life.
So that therapist helped you with your anxiety and not be crippling anymore.
If I wasn't too afraid to do it, I definitely would have killed myself.
Wow.
I mean, I thought about it all the time. I was like, how can I do it? You know, how can I do it? Did not have one thought of hurting anyone else. Like, that was not even conscious. I wasn't thinking about that. I was only thinking about, how do I stop this, you know?
It was that intense.
Oh, it was the worst.
Jeez.
Unbelievable. When I hear people that have it, I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, fuck.
This is not good. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you having that experience, what do you say to people to even help them?
I mean, I say you can't die from it, you know. I say,
and then
I'm thinking, you know, was she even telling the truth? You know, I mean, maybe you can, you know, but that's what I just tell them, you know, dude, it's a wiring issue up there that, you know, nothing really needs to trigger it. Everyone usually blames it on stress and stuff. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, I had zero to do with that. Yeah. I'm 17, man. I had no stress.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a bummer. And when that stuff starts creeping in on people, it's, I know somebody in a band that had it real bad.
Really?
And I won't say who it was, but they were having a really, really hard time with it and canceling shows and, unable to perform, you know, and terrified and going to doctors every day, you know, because like, you know, they'd say nothing's wrong with you. They're like, you're fired. Fuck you. Next, you know, next doctor, you know, and then you go to like 10 or 11 of those guys. They're like, dude, we've run it all. You know, it's all good. Give me a neurologist. Something's not right up here, you know, everything's good. You know, you think it's got to be something, you know, but it's not there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe for some people it could perhaps be in their head, or maybe the way they process it or think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely no expert on it, but I just know what I went through. You know, I know that it's the same as most anything else, I think, where it's like once it starts, the snowball starts going. Yeah. You know, it's like, uh-oh, something feels weird. Oh, what is that? Oh, shit. You know, and before you know it, you know, you're in the fucking corner of the room just like, fuck.
Jeez,
you know, when really it could be like, I would do it, which would be like, fuck me. All right. Well, be done in a minute. And it's done.
Well, as simple as that sounds, I mean, it seems for you it worked.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like the main question is, what are you afraid of? You know, I mean, that's ultimately, you know, obviously there's something that's bothering you that you're afraid of because you're panicking out. So what is it? And it's like, for me, it was, I'm afraid of passing out. I think I'm going to pass out and die. And like, ain't going to happen.
Wow.
So.
Well, now your drumming makes a lot of sense.
A lot of anger in there, and
I know.
Fear and all that stuff, you know.
Your drumming style is so, the sound and the visuals, it's so distinct.
I don't know.
And it makes a lot of sense now. It's cool. It's like you found a way to channel it. It's like you channeled something
Yeah, I mean, again, it's changed over the years. I mean, it used to be, because I was always afraid to go on stage, not because of anxiety or anything. It was always, butterflies.
Yeah,
Same, we all got them.
sure.
And I remember early being like, I don't even want to do this. I'm so fucking freaked out.
Really?
I'm like, this is not fun. And then you get up there, and after a song, you're like, this is the greatest thing in the world, And then you'd be over, and you'd be on cloud nine, and then it'd come to another show. This is back before Sevendust, but, go to another show, and for 2 weeks, it's like, oh, God, man, I got to go through that shit again. I mean, it was wild.
Yeah.
And then, then you get signed, and back then in 96, it was like record deals were tough. And, you get it, and you're like, I don't want to fuck anything up, and then you're afraid. We did Woodstock in 99, and I remember my manager saying, this could either make your career or break it. And I'm like, what? We're getting ready to go on stage. There's like 100,000 people
Right
out
before
there.
we went on
right
stage?
before we went on, I'm
Dude,
like,
what the? You don't say that right before you go on stage?
It was not the right thing to say.
Well, to your benefit, which actually that was a month before Home dropped, and that was an insane show.
That was a fun show.
When was the last time you saw that show?
I haven't seen the show like in its entirety in years, but
Dude,
I saw
so
like
intense.
a little piece of it. Within the last year or so, somebody was playing. Go, look how young we were, dude. And I'm like, turn that shit off, dude. It's fucking sad.
Dude, it was so fucking intense.
It
man.
was intense, man. MTV had a camera that was like backstage, and that was back when the intensity for me going on stage was very high level. Like, I mean, it wasn't safe to be around me because I was so jacked up that I was like, I'd be exhausted after a song because I was so wound up. I'd burn everything before I went on stage. Whoa. It took me years to be like, you gotta fucking calm down, dude. Because I was like intense.
Wow.
And the camera was following us around, and I'm like, get the fucking camera out of my face, dude. And I could see the guy going, he's like he liked it.
Oh,
and I'm like, this is no fucking game, bro. Like, I'm gonna knock that fucking camera to the ground. Like, get it out of my face. Because we were just walking around.
Yeah.
And I was like, I spit in the camera. I was like, get the fuck out of my face. I mean, I was not right. I mean, getting ready to go on stage and like hitting my head against this concrete wall, and all of a sudden, it's like, and I'm like, getting ready to go on, and I'm like, almost knocked myself out getting ready to go on, just like very intense, and then that, I miss it. Because it isn't like that anymore. Now I'm like, what's after show food? Intros going. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll take the Mugu Gai Pan. That sounds good. Oh, shit, we got to go. Like,
damn.
Totally different.
Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, Woodstock, I mean, that is like the biggest of the biggest. It's like, it's the most like legendary, massive show of all time.
Yeah, that was, we were last added to that thing. Like, somebody dropped off and we ended up being put in a good slot, like a 6 p.m. or something like that. Jewel was playing against us on the other side of the hill, so it's like no competition on that one. And they had already, gotten pissed off about the $12 waters and the no toilets, so they were ready to, they had already started breaking shit. So we played that Sunday. So they burned the fucking place down like that day while we were there.
Holy
the
shit.
SWAT team getting us out of there and everything.
Really?
It was crazy.
Do you remember like playing those songs? Like looking out and be like, wow, there's a lot of fucking people out there.
There was a lot of people out there, man. I mean, it was like, and it started to get more and more because, like I said, Jewel was playing, and no offense to Jewel, but it's just a different demo.
Yeah.
And most of those kids were ready to break shit. So it's like, she's over there, yodeling, and shit's getting heavy on the other side of the hill, and I could see him, man. I could see him running, dude. Like thousands of them coming over the hill. Wow. I was like, oh, we're about to fuck this place up good, And they were throwing bottles everywhere, man. And some of them had piss in them, and it was European style. I was like, oh shit, they figured that one out. They need to get that thing to the stage. So it was wild. Yeah, I mean, I know that I was so freaked out. And then when it was over, I was so relieved, and it went so well that there was this thing that happened where Howard Stern talked about us.
Really?
He said that I think the what he had said was something like the breakthrough artist of this year's Woodstock was Sevendust, and it's too bad that they're not going to be talked about as much because everybody wanted to burn the fucking place to the ground. So it was kind of that weird thing where it was like, man, Howard Stern talked really highly of us, but really everybody's talking about how, you know, they broke the place into pieces, you know. So
damn.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't all lost, because even as massive as that show was, you guys were already, the ball was already turning, and the buzz was already getting out of control, because you guys already recorded home.
Yeah.
Because you guys played Woodstock. It was July. They came on in August.
Yeah. You know more than me for sure. Yeah.
What was the writing process like for Home? Because you're already laughing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So because the jump, because you guys created something special. The music chemistry between all you guys captured it, which only a few bands ever do on the first record. Then the jump from that to Home is a pretty big jump.
Well, we toured for 21 months on the first record, and it was like almost straight, you know. So we did 462 shows on the first record. I mean, just never went home. And then they're like, you know, this band is hot right now. Like, the label's like, how long you gonna need? You know, and we're like, 2 weeks. I mean, literally, we were like, is that gonna be too much? You know, they're like, oh, okay. You know, 2 weeks and then you'll start writing. And we're like, yeah. They're like, okay, great. So we started writing. You know, like I said, we were all pretty much, none of us were into drugs or alcohol. Like, that wasn't
yet
what we were,
or no.
At the time, like, we were just not into it, you know? And
wow.
Then you go on the road for 21 months and, you know, shit starts to happen.
Yeah.
And I remember rules that we had. Anybody does coke in this band, they're fucking fired.
That was a rule.
Yeah, early on. And that changed, you know. And so then it turns to, you know, 2 weeks off, and we're like chomping to get in there and start writing again.
Wow.
And we wrote like a handful of songs, and they were all terrible.
Really?
Yeah, they were just like, we were recording in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And the whole idea was, you know, we want to be home. You know, we've been gone so long, we do want to be home, you know, and do that. And the label got the first demos, and they're like, we got to get them the fuck out of Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah. So they moved us up to Brookfield, Mass, where we did, I mean, there was some killer record. I think Eye Against Eye was recorded there, and Snot's first record, or Snot's record, was recorded there. So we knew that Snot had been there, and we were very close with them, so we're like, we'll go there. And it's the middle of nowhere, farm. You know, like, there's nothing there but horses. And we're like, this is fucking terrible. We got to work because there's nothing else to do, you know? So we started writing songs there. I mean, I don't have the best memory. John and Clint remember this stuff more, but I do think Home was the first song that we wrote there.
Wow.
So then it started going
hard.
Yeah, then it started moving. They started coming out then. But it was super weird, you know. We were like locked away so we could get some drinks and stuff there. And then, you know, we thought we're in the middle of nowhere, and somebody goes, you know, Boston's only like an hour or so away from here. We're like, we know a bunch of people in Boston.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you know, then all the craziness came to the country. You know, we brought Boston in there. So yeah, I mean, there was plenty of stories in that recording session.
So you brought the party from Boston to the small town studio.
Yeah.
Do you guys write first and then party after, or was there like a mix going on?
It was a mix. I mean, you know, Chino came in, we got blasted with him. He was only supposed to be there for a day, and I kept his ass there for like 5 or 6 days. He was in no shape to be going anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, it changed. I mean, writing got to be like, after we got into, you know, animosity and stuff, I mean, some of us were not able to really sometimes even play at practice. You know, it was
That's so bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, that record took about a year to write and record because, you know, some of us, me included, you know, would just be like, what are we doing? You know, and trying to play, you know, trying to write a song and you're just completely shot.
That's so bizarre because it doesn't sound that way, or feel, or more importantly, it doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, it wasn't consistent. It wasn't like, you know, we were a mess or anything like that, and it wasn't five guys that were off the rails by any means. You know, I mean, I don't.
Just you.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had a part. You know, and I definitely don't want to make it sound like you had five complete messes. You know, in this band. I mean, it's never been like that. But so I can really only speak for myself, but it got together, you know. I mean, again, you know, we did 21 months on the first one, we did 18 on the second one, so it was like 38 out of 42 months we were on the road.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I remember 30 Seconds to Mars like breaking the record for most shows on an album cycle at like 380 or something. I'm like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, we smoked that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody ever argued it. I'm like, dude, they got a Guinness Book of World Record, and, you know, we killed it by like 60 or 80 shows, you know. It's like,
oh my gosh.
But
so you guys are in a band, you guys are in the room, and were you just freestyle jamming, or did someone bring in a riff, or did you start playing a beat? Like, what's, like, let's say, for example, like, how does a song like Denial come up?
So still to this day, I don't remember who wrote the riff. I think that it started, I always thought it was John, but it doesn't really sound like a John riff. I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever asked them, but somebody came in with the riff.
Oh, okay.
And then I think I wrote the vocals for the chorus, and then it's all a blur. Then I don't know. I mean, the vocals, the cadence of that vocal, they sound like either Clint or LeJean. So I don't know which one wrote it. But that's like, I don't ever remember anything. I mean, there's songs where I'll be like, you know, dude, that's such a killer verse on that song, you know? And John will be like, you know, you wrote it, dude. And I'm like, no, I didn't. You know, I definitely did not write that. He goes, oh, yeah, you did. Like, John has, like, elephant memory.
Good,
you know, he remembers,
memory.
Yeah, he remembers everything.
So it sounds like it starts with like a riff, and then you kind of, that's like the meat of the song, and you kind of maybe just freestyle riffs after that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like a perfect example would be like Waffle. Like Waffle, you know, Clint had written all this music. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you know, the wah, 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 that thing was John. He's just freestyling, you know, while Clint is playing the riff, you know. Praise was us sitting in a room in Orlando, and we had nothing. And I think Clint said something like, you know, just play a beat, man. We'll see if any shit comes out. And I just start playing this. Obviously, it's a very primitive, you know, nothing to it beat. I don't even think it was actual beat. I think it was just the beginning. You know, I think it was just that. And he's like, another very simple,
the hardest to write
type, you know. And he writes that, and then, you know, I just kicked into it, and forever, while we were going through that writing process, the name of the song was "Shit Comes Out," you know.
Wow.
And we wanted to call it that on the record. They're like, "You're not calling it that," you know. We're like, "All right."
Yeah.
But yeah, there's all different. Back then, it was all kinds of different ways. Now it's way more like John writes a pile of riffs, Clint writes a pile of riffs. They send them around.
Yeah.
We get in a room. The hardest thing for the last decade has probably been vocals, because, you know, it's not easy. I mean, I'm singing in another band, and I know exactly what it's like now, and it sucks. It's like you get a pile of riffs, and it's like, okay, dude, you know, write a bunch of melodies and a bunch of words. Yeah. And it's like, okay, you write the first one, it's like, man, that's pretty cool. Second one comes, and it's like, man, that's pretty cool too. And then by the time you get to the third one, you're like, that kind of sounds like the first one. And then you get to the fourth one, it's like, those are the same words. It's the second one, you know? And it's like, so then became the LeJean we're just going to Wall Street this thing. Everybody's taking a song and going into a room, and everybody's going to come up with vocal ideas and melodies and different cadences and lyrics, and and he's all in that as well, so everybody's just kind of scrambling, and we're like, fuck that, we're not doing that anymore. Like this record, I mean, we would be recording records, the last few of them, where all the music is recorded and we have no vocals for it. It's like, you just committed to putting a song on a record that has no fucking vocals on it. Yeah. Not even written. So finally we were like, that's done. We're not doing that anymore. So
yeah, it's crazy how the songwriting process is still evolving. Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe something that might work for the last record won't work for the one that you're doing now. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so nuts.
Clint's like nuts, man. He plays like 12 different styles of music, so he can incorporate different things that he works with other people on. He comes in, he does something like, whoa, dude, that's...
Clint is a riff monster, dude.
He's a monster, dude.
He is...
Favorite guitar player of all time. Yeah. Still, my favorite of all of them.
And he's in your band.
He's in my band. My best buddy.
Yeah. I've always, I love that about my favorite bands, where like, man, you're like, you guys get to get in a room, you get to get in a room with Clint, and Clint gets get in a room with you, and you guys could present something to LeJean, and then John's gonna come in and like play a riff. Like that's just like so cool to me.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing and a curse,
Of course.
Because you go and you do other stuff, and it's like, fuck. Like I did that solo record, and I'm like,
how was that?
It was cool. It definitely, Clint was the one that told me to do it.
That's awesome.
And then
that 5 songs, right?
Yeah. And then he was the one that I said, well, okay, cool, we'll send some riffs. I was like, I'll play drums on it and sing on it, but I ain't fucking writing this. I can noodle around, but I'm not going to put that out there. And then I had 3 or 4 guys that I was thinking about using, and then I'm like, I got the guy, though, in my band, Like, I mean, me and him are just, it's too much, I mean, basically, I told him, I'm the drummer in your solo band now. Like, you had your fun. I wanted you to do it alone. You did. Now I'm in. And he's like, okay, And then I'm like, I'm gonna do this solo thing. You're the guitar player in it. All right, So, I mean, we can't really. Yeah. It's hard, because I mean, like Wolfie played drums on Clint's record and he slays. Yeah. So and Ryan went out and did a tour with him, and Ryan's a good drummer. So. That was all good. I was like, that's all really good, man. But Wolfie's got Mammoth now, so he's gone, and Ryan's doing Tremonti, and that's cool. I'm the drummer now. Yeah.
So dope.
It's Debo's bike. Yeah. It's Debo's bike now.
Yeah, it's hard for you guys to separate, and I definitely can relate to that, because they're a part of your soul. It's like it's like a part of your sound. So when you lack like a big part of that, you try to do like your own thing. You notice, oh shit, like. I don't sound the same. I don't feel like that thing that you're trying to do for your solo stuff.
I tell you, a perfect scenario would be if everybody just could do something different. Like if everybody played a different instrument in the band, we'd probably just keep putting records out with somebody else singing them and somebody else playing a different instrument. You know, I mean, because they're the guys I want to play with. Wow. I mean, I'm doing another thing now where I'm singing in it. With Barry from 3 Days Grace is playing guitar, and Sean from Breaking Ben is playing drums, and Jason Christopher came in and he's playing bass, and it's like all these guys, and Jose from 3 Years Hollow, and Justin from Allborn. So all these guys got together. The whole thing was really just more of a songwriting unit. We were like, we'll write songs and we'll sell them. Yeah. I'm not going to be fronting no band. I play the drums. So that was the idea, and then we wrote a few songs, and Barry's like, we ain't giving these songs away. I'm like, yeah, and he goes, we're going to keep this. This is a band now. I'm like, really? You want me to be the singer of this? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, I'm the front man. He goes, yeah, because you're fucking crazy, so you need to be upfront with that. And I'm like, so that's things happening now. I'll let you hear some of it. It's super weird. It's weird that I'm singing, so...
Well, but you've been singing for 25 years, man.
I mean, it's weird for me that I'm doing it.
But now you're more. It's more like more in the front.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I'm terrified of it.
It's good.
More
It's
anxiety.
good. It's good. It never ends. The anxiety never ends. Dude, when did the headset come into play? It's genius.
It's the worst. I hate it. It was only there because I used to have a boom, and I'd be barking out,
Yeah.
parts. And like,
Wow.
Why don't you do this here? And I'm like, that's a pain in the ass. I'm like, this is a pain in the ass. I'm just going to get that thing and I can mouth the parts. I can sing those parts,
Yeah.
And then God would be like, yeah, man, that's cool. And they go, why don't you just sing it? And I'm like, I'm no singer, man. I'm just like singing ideas.
Yeah.
He's like, no, man, I don't want to sing that. You sing it. And it started like that. And then it turned into a voice, like
A
part
distinctive
of it.
voice, a part of the sound, a massive part of the sound.
God, I wish it wouldn't have happened, man. I wish it wouldn't have happened. I mean, there's way too many people about the, you want fries with that, and I'm like, God damn, Britney Spears. I'm like, oh, fuck.
No, man, it has to be that. Dude, you are a freak. Like, I mean, because you're doing 5 separate things. You're singing, I can't play drums. I could play like fucking 1-2 beat. So
I can't do that stuff you're doing.
Freak,
oh my God.
That's some freak shit, dude.
It only gets weird when we track those vocals late. That's the only time it can ever get weird is that, we'll do the music and then we'll do the vocals and I wouldn't have written them together.
Yeah.
And then it's time to do it. I'm like, yeah, man, let's do that one. And I'm playing, I'm like, yep, yep, yep. I'm like, oh shit, that polyrhythm's fucking me up.
Yeah.
Like, how do I do that? Like, hold on a minute, and then I have to like get it together.
So it takes you a bit to like practice and get like the rhythm down.
Yeah, some of those.
So even if you struggle with the complicated rhythm, you can still kind of play a little bit more, then kind of gets synced in.
Yeah.
Dude, that's freaky. Man, you're a freak. I fucking love you, man.
I love you, dude. I love you.
Dude, I mean, I want to get back to your longevity. Like, so you talk about you're not, you guys don't get caught up in like the small stuff. Mm-hmm. Maybe not even like the big stuff. You kind of you just found your own dynamic within each member.
Yeah.
Like, what were like? Obviously, Clint left for a little bit.
Yeah.
And what were some really hard times and lows for the band?
Well, that was definitely that was super tough. And I could smell it. It was just
really?
like a marriage, It's the same deal where you can smell, man, I think my wife's fucking me over. Like, I can feel it. She's not looking at me the same, And it was like Clint was doing Dark New Day. And it was the whole thing. It was a cheating feeling where it was like, I'm not in the band. I'm just writing with them, and I could smell it. And I heard it, and I was like, that shit sounds pretty good. And I'm like, oh boy. And we were in a strange place, We'd put out seasons that did well, but the label was starting to lose, like, I don't know if we would call it interest, but they definitely weren't believing in us as much.
Really?
And we didn't want to be there anyway. We wanted to get the fuck away from there as fast as possible. And that's business stuff, like they worked us real nice.
Wow.
But I think that he was in that position too. I think he was sitting there going, this is a fucking bad spot, man. Like, these people have us hooked for a long time. We're never going to get out. We don't want to be here. I've got this other thing over here with my brother, and I've got a manager there that's managing Disturbed, and because that's who was managing Dark New Day. And they've got big labels coming at them, so the grass was green as fuck over there.
Yeah.
And it was, we're not looking good on our end. So it was weird, really weird. We hired a lawyer to get us out of the deal, and he was the biggest lawyer in the business. Cost us anything that we had. And we fired our management. We fired everybody. We got, some fucking clown to manage us, because we never thought we were going to get out of the deal. So we really looked at it like we're only going to make our money on the road, and we need to find a way to maximize that place. So we hired a manager that was basically a promoter at the time, and we had done shows for him. Seemed like a nice enough guy. Fucking crook. Worst of all of them, actually. But and threw the Jesus line out there more than an evangelist, you know. So it was always like, you know, this guy's down with the Jesus, man. Like, he's not gonna fuck us.
Yeah.
He was fucking horrible. So anyway, we get out of the deal over a complete technicality, like the stupidest thing in the world. Mm-hmm. Somebody didn't send us a written option, like the dumbest thing in the world. All they needed to do was sign a piece of paper and we'd have been locked again. They didn't sign it. Then we found out they actually hadn't signed one since the first record, so we really could have been free after the first record, which we all would have been millionaires immediately. But yeah, we did get out. So we get out, and I'm like, Clint, we got out of the deal. And he's like, I'm out of your fucking band. You know, like, he left on my birthday.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man. We were on the road when he left. And I had the flu. So I remember, like, it was not good. You know, that was definitely really bad. That 6 to 8 month period was probably the most fucked up period in the band's career, because he left. I was going through a divorce. There was serious shit going on with my ex-wife and my child, and I took full custody of my kid. So now I've got no record deal. My guitar player is gone. My divorce is happening. My daughter's completely fucking traumatized. She's 6 years old. I don't know what to do. I've got no money. And I finished up the next record. We had Sonny come in. We did that record. And we lived in this house, man, that was infested with fleas. So, like, my whole body was just covered in, like, you know, looked like a fucking strawberry. And I was like, this is what has happened to the fucking Sevendust, man. Like, this is the end. You know, this is terrible. And I'm like, I was in Orlando. We get done with the record. I'm like, this is so fucked up. I'm going to go to my dad's and just hang out for a few days. He lived in Tampa. I go to my dad's. I'm there for like 2 days. I should be at home. I got a 6-year-old at the home that's gone through a fucking horrible situation. You know, I need to be home, but I'm like, I'm not good. I need to go and decompress for a minute and go home after. I go to my dad's. It's March Madness basketball is going on. Georgia Tech's in the fucking Final Four. I'm watching it. I hadn't done drugs in a long time. And I go up to my brother and I'm like, you know where to get some shit? And he goes, man, you're crazy. You want to do that shit? And I'm like, I don't think I do, man. But I'm a little drunk, and I think maybe I do want a little bit of that cocaine. You know, Dewey Cox in it. You know, you don't want none of this shit, Dewey.
My goodness.
You know? And I'm like, maybe I do want some of that cocaine. And he's like, then he walks away, and I'm not even thinking about it. And I'm drinking some beers, and he comes back a few minutes later, and he's like, go in my room, look on the speaker. And I go in there, and there's a few little rocks. And I'm like, it hits me right away. I'm like, man, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, you got a daughter at the house. She's not in a good place. You're fucking looking at cocaine like you're going to do this shit right now. And I'm like, I put it in a dollar bill. I fold it up, and I'm like, you better think about this, because this is like, it's not that I was a coke addict or anything, but it just seemed super fucking insensitive to my children, or my child. Yeah. You know, like, what a fucking loser. You know, like, why would you you shouldn't even be here, dude. You should be in Atlanta. You know, and I'm like, this isn't decompressing. So I take it and I throw it in this suitcase, and I don't even fuck with it. And I'm like, we need some more beer. My brother's like, let's go to the store. I go to the store and I get the beer. I come back, we shut the garage. My dad's loaded. We go into my dad's house. I'm sitting in there. 5 minutes later, a fucking air grenade goes off at the front door, blows the fucking door in. And all of a sudden I hear pop, 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 pop on the door leading to the kitchen. And I'm thinking, we just came in and shut the garage. Who the fuck is in the garage? And my dad goes running. My brother goes running, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this house right now? And 45 SWAT dudes come in. Machine guns, all I see is fucking eyes. And I'm like, holy shit, get on the fucking ground, get on the fucking ground. I'm like, no problem. You know, he's got a pit bull there. The fucking pit bull is going all over the room. 2 machine guns to my head. And I'm on my face going, I think it's home invasion at first, and I'm like, there's way too many of them, because my dad had a home invasion a few months before that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on in here right now? And it's so fast, dude. I mean, all I'm thinking is there's a pit bull that's a big motherfucker, and he's not happy. And there's machine guns everywhere, and there's two of them that are just, I mean, they're not soft. Bang to my head, you know, and I'm like, all it takes is just a trigger, and that's it. I'm gone. And I'm like, it's all going fast, you know, like, I don't know what's happening. Had no idea what was going on. And they get me up and they put me in a chair and zip tie me to a fucking chair. Polaroid, and I'm like, this is definitely SWAT. You know, I know some of these guys, I know this whole routine. And they're calling out, you know, rooms and code and all this shit. My brother comes in, zip tie him. My brother's yelling shit. My younger brother, I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, motherfucker. And I'm like, what is fucking going on here, dude? Like, I'm freaking the fuck out. My dad comes in there last. They zip tie his ass. So it's me, Viggy, my drum tech was there, him, me, my brother, my dad in this house, you know, machine guns, fucking everybody's like this, you know. I'm like, fuck. And these three plainclothes people walk in. One really big dude, one really scrawny dude, and this woman, older woman. And she walks in and she goes, oh, we got a party going on here. We got rock stars. And I'm like, she don't know my fucking band. There's no way. So it hits me right away. I'm like, somebody told them I was here. You know, and first when she said rock stars, I'm like, is it me? You know, like, what did I do? You know? And I look over at my dad, and I'm like, Dad, what the fuck is going on? And he just goes, it's real bad. And I'm like, this is drugs. No question, it's drugs again. I was fucking 3 or 4 years old when it happened, and now I'm fucking 34, and it's happening again. And I'm like, I can't fucking believe this shit. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this is bad. And this fucking scrawny dude walks up and he goes to my dad. I won't say his name, but he goes, Dad goes, yep. And he goes, today is your day of reckoning. And I was like, that's deep. I'm like, that's fucking dark, dude. Like, you've been waiting to say that shit all day. And it was what I expected. They had an informant that came over, talked to my dad, found out there was drugs in the house, went back. They had fucking place on surveillance. I just happened to be there. They come out and they got fucking, they look like baseball bases on a baseball field, just dumping these blue things on top of each other. And I'm like, I still don't know what it is. You know, I'm like, what is that? And they cut it open, put it in a little thing, shake it, thumb up. I'm like, I saw that shit on CSI, man. That's a lot of cocaine.
My God.
And I'm like, and then I see him looking around the house. And then I see him come out of that fucking room that I'm in. And they come out and they got that fucking dollar bill. And they go, who's in that room? And I said, me. And they go, he's going. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I didn't even do the shit, you know? They're like, oh, fuck yeah, you did. I'm like, no, I didn't. You can test me. They're like, doesn't matter. It's in your bag. It's in that room. You're going to fucking jail with your dad. So now I'm going to jail with my dad. And I'm like, this is the worst day of my fucking life. You know?
Wow.
Yep. Went in there, locked my ass up. Came out. They wanted to give me like all kinds of like hardcore probation, you know, where I'd never been arrested for anything, you know? So it's like, you know, come on, the guy's not a kid and he's never done anything wrong. He's a musician, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, DA was this woman that was a fucking diesel, man. She wanted to make a point.
Yeah.
She's like, we'll give him a year of hard shit. I'm like, hard? What is hard? They're like, blood test this and, you know, random urine this, and you got to show up within 12 or 24 hours and all this impossible shit to do if you're a touring musician.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, I don't fucking live here. They're like, well, you know, tough shit. And I'm like, so I'm like talking to my lawyer. I'm like, I'll do some time. You know, let me just go to jail, do some time, and avoid all this. You know, as long as I'll do the time to avoid any probation. I don't want any probation. And so we thought I was going to go to jail for like, 4 months, something like that. And I'm like, this is so dumb, man. I can't fucking believe this is happening, Meanwhile, I'm going through a fucking divorce. That works real good, right? Let's go up and talk to the judge. I think I'd be a good parent. He's going to jail for fucking drugs. So I'm like, I got to get this shit out of here, And I'll land the plane here, but I go to court thinking I'm going to go to jail, cut a deal and go to jail for a few months. And my dad's lawyer walks in and he's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I think I'm going to jail today. And he's like, for what? For some fucking little shake? My dad is a fucking gangster, It's like, So this guy was like Capone's lawyer. He's like, you ain't going to jail for shit. And I'd known this guy since I was a kid.
Really?
He'd been my dad's lawyer forever. So he's like, who's the fucking lawyer? And he's sitting right next to me. He goes, come here for a minute. So he fucking breaks that dude down. They go over and talk to the DA, and I'm sitting there looking at him. They're in the courtroom. She's, holding court, And he goes over, and I see her demeanor change quick when she saw him. She's like, quick. And I couldn't see what he was saying. He was looking that way. She was looking towards me. And I'm looking, and then he kind of jockeys around, and he said something, and she's like, fuck you. And she just said, fuck you to my dad's lawyer. And then she shakes her head, looks at the other lawyers that she's talking to, and she goes, court cost. And I went, I don't know what that meant, but I think that's good. I think that's good. I'm like, I think that's good.
Unbelievable.
And he says, Morgan, come here. Walks me out into the lobby, and he goes, you got like $160? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I got $160. And he goes,
what?
Go downstairs, you're going to pay the court cost. And I'm like, what's the deal? He goes, we'll go up, talk to the judge, you're going to one-on-one with him. You just say, I understand, stay out of trouble. I'm like, what am I doing? What the fuck just happened? And basically what it was my thing was a state case, and my dad's shit was federal, and they had an informant, and they don't have to give up the informant in state, but they do, or they don't have to give up the informant in federal, but they do in state. And my dad's lawyer said, you take that fucking kid who's busted his ass his whole life to do something with his life and try to lock him up for some shit. When you're dealing with this over here, you're trying to make a point out of a kid that's never done anything wrong, this is fucking crazy. And she's like, fuck you. And he said, we're going to go to court with the kid, and we're going to find out who your informant is, and we're going to bury his ass, and then the big boy's going to walk. So basically, she said, fuck that. So then they locked my dad up.
Unbelievable.
For 5.
Wow.
So that was, you want to talk about a downtime in the band? That was downtime.
That's a low.
Yeah.
Wow. How do you get out of something like that?
I was a mess, man. I was a complete mess at that point. I mean, I basically gave all of my money that I had in the house and everything I had to the ex to get the kid, because now I had a drug charge. If I hadn't had that, I could have said, your ass is done. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the kid and the fucking house. But instead, it was like, we're going to fight you now. And I'm like, God damn, man, another great decision, leads to this shit. So, yeah, I was like, okay, I guess that I'll give you everything. And then there was like a chunk of credit card debt. So I like walked out of there like 20-something, $30,000 in debt with no money, no tour, no guitar player, no record, out, and moved into my mom's house into this little spare room and had a little twin bed, and I laid with my 6-year-old and was totally cool with that.
At age
30-something.
34?
Yeah, at least.
Mid-30s?
Yeah.
And to the outsider that people don't know you, only know you for being the drummer of Sevendust, to us, it's like, oh, he made it. He's doing great. And we have no idea what's going on in your personal life.
Yeah.
With you going through all that, how do you refocus and then come back from that with your band?
I mean, they were, I don't even fucking remember, to be honest with you, how they felt. I think they were relieved that it wasn't going to be a big, thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a little disappointed probably.
Yeah.
It was like, we got to fucking figure it out. We got to figure it out without Clint on top of it. And dude, I'll say it wasn't the best business move that we did, but I will say that somehow or another, very quickly, people started to show up again. Like, it was real weird. It was Alpha that they really started to show up.
Really?
Yeah, like, Next was kind of like, I think people going, they're done. Like, Clint's gone. They're done.
Yeah.
And we had a pretty decent showing on that record. And then Alpha came. And when Alpha came, it was like, I mean, dude, it was some weird moments in that. Like, again, there were people that were running the show that weren't morally doing the right thing, but they had plans and they were able to make a lot of money, and the perception was very big. I mean, we had a fucking truck and 2 buses and carrying our own stage and playing hockey arenas and selling fucking grip of tickets, and remember them dumping hefty bags of money out in dressing rooms and me going, motherfucker, I'm rich. And then realizing that none of that money was coming to me. I mean, I was like, fucking, hey, let's fucking party.
What a sick joke.
Oh, dude, it was brutal.
That's sick.
Nothing to see here. I'm like, nothing to see. It's my fucking money, isn't it? They're like, yeah. We'll tally it all up later. Lock the door.
Wow. So you guys experienced, obviously, with the height of your first few records. You're going up, and then you experience a low with the fan base, and then you notice it come back.
Yeah, I mean, it was like there was loyalty there. It didn't go like, it wasn't like a crash. I think the band kind of always like went up from 0.
Yeah.
And then we got to a certain place. Korn and Disturbed and Godsmack being here, I always look at us like we're here somewhere, but it's like whatever it was, it just always kind of did that. And when you're in a plane and you go, ooh, and you go, oh shit,
I hate that feeling.
That's like that's our career in a nutshell. It's just kind of like cruise, and then occasionally, fasten up, we're gonna hit some rough air, and then you get a little drop, and and then occasionally, it goes up.
Boom.
And we're gonna avoid that turbulence, and we're gonna go up a little. So I mean, we've always stayed in that lane. The loyalty is fucking insane. The loyalty for this band it started from early, because our whole thing was they're the boss.
Yeah.
Period. Without the people, we ain't shit. So once they realized we were serious about that, they were like, that's our band.
Wow.
So that small but mighty group of Sevendust people, I can't call them fans. It makes me feel weird.
Same. I'm like, there's gotta be like a different word.
Yeah, I mean, family is an easy one, but it's, sometimes it's like, we are family, we are doing this together. I talked about it. We will stop, this will not go on forever. I mean, we will decide, and it will be sooner probably than people think. But when it does, it'll be real sad, I don't talk about it a lot because it fucks me up. But it'll be like, you see people on the road, and you might not go to dinner with them every week. You might not call them every month, but I've known them for 20 plus years. Yeah. And then it's like, that's going to be over. Other than the occasional social media post, that you can answer back and forth to. Yeah. Because there's so many of them, There's a handful, a big handful that we've become very close with, like on a personal level. Yeah. That, we'll be with them for the duration of, time on this planet. But there's a large number, man, that will be like, I won't see you ever again.
Thousands, dude.
That I know names and faces, I'm like, man, fuck. It's going to be weird. It'll be sad.
Well, Morgan, I think you're going to go on longer than you think.
It's the body, and it's the kids,
It's like, how are you feeling?
I mean, I don't feel the worst. I don't feel awesome. I mean, it's definitely me and my girlfriend were watching something on TV, and you know, some football player was getting out of bed in his 40s, and he's, oh God,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm like, I said, that's me every day, right? Every day, I get up and it's that noise. Every day when I go to try to I wear these slip-ons because I can't get down to tie my shoes anymore. You know,
man.
It's like I got 3 bone spurs in my neck. I got 2 of them down low. I got a broken fucking finger now. I got separated AC joint, partially torn labrum and rotator cuff.
That you can't fix because you're always going on tour.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, and it just gets more and more, you know, as you get older, it's like just like collecting damage.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's so true, man.
Yeah.
You're just collecting
no time
damage.
to rehabilitate.
There's not.
Your ass is in for it. You're still a young sprout.
I know.
The way you treat that body, goddamn, man. I love you so much, man. I'm like, it's like my mother when she sees me, she goes, you know, now I'm looking at you and I'm like, somebody goes, dude, you see Garza? It's on like, you know, YouTube or something. The other night I'm like, I don't want to fucking see it, dude. Like, I don't want to see my baby boy getting fucked up. You know, I can't watch anymore. You know, it's fucking, because it's like, I know what's happening. It's like accumulated damage, you know, that's just, it's rough. I mean, even the guys that are like, I mean, Clint is a fucking beast. You know, he's in the gym every day. He's running 500 miles. John's running 5 million miles. You know, I mean, these guys are in shape, man, big time. Yeah. And injuries, man, they're all over him.
Dude,
Clint especially. I mean, Clint's like, he's constant. He's got a fucked up shoulder. He's like, nothing I can do about it. Nothing. You know, until it's done. I mean, and it's just gonna get worse. So the thing that we don't want to do is we don't want to go out there and have the people go, damn, man, that sucks.
You don't want to cross that line, right?
And you know, like the pain level that you can play through is cool right up until it's not, you know. And that's one side of it, you know. And then the other side is like, you know, the kids. You know, we've missed so much of everything, and you know, the guilt that comes with that is just outrageous. I mean, you literally have to like compartmentalize it or else it'll fucking kill you, you know? So you basically are like, this is what I do to make a living. I'm justifying the fact that everything that you need is taken care of because I do this for a living. I do this for a living. I do this for a living. You just constantly, this mantra of like, this is justified, you know? And then we've made adjustments where it's like we won't do more than 3 weeks anymore at a time.
Yeah,
you know, we just won't do it. Very important. Because we would do a million months, you know, and do. I mean, I remember us doing like 15 weeks straight. You know, it's like, come on,
no way, dude.
Kids like this fucking old. You get back, he's fucking smoking.
Jeez.
You know, so those things changed. They helped, and then you realize, you know, you're missing the games. You're missing school. You know, you're missing these kids growing up, and it's like, man, I don't feel that this is going to work out. I feel like this is going to be a cats in the cradle situation, and that's going to fuck me up. You know, I need my kids to be, I'm lucky that, you know, my kids are, you know, they love me. They're great, you know, and I don't deserve it. You know, I've put them through a lot. It's fucking heavy shit, dude.
That's heavy, dude.
Yeah, it gets me.
Well, Morgan, I'm sure that they love you very much, man.
Yeah, they're great.
I'm sure they.
Fucking, let's get away from the kids, man. Fuck me up.
I'm sure they see you collecting damage.
Yeah, they do. Definitely.
Well, dude, on a high note, I was trying to tell you earlier. I just quite a few. I mean, today's gonna be one of them. I saw a few of my favorite bands this past month. I saw Korn last month play here in LA.
Yeah.
They're obviously in their 50s, slamming.
Yeah.
3 days ago, I saw Cannibal Corpse. George is the most legendary, best death metal singer of all time.
Yeah.
He's 52. He looked. We've been talking about it the whole week.
Yeah.
Like, he looked better than ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's
possible.
It's possible, man.
I mean, I'm not counting anything out. I need to get the fucking kids out on the road with me.
Dude, you should,
does.
man.
We
Why
need
not?
like fucking 6 buses because it's like craziness.
Isn't that the dream, man?
It is the dream. Yeah. I mean, I think we'll probably end up doing a lot of that whenever we decide. Because one thing we wanted to make really clear to each other was it was like, let's make a decision to do something before the decision's made for us, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, again, the farewell thing, whenever that does happen, will be that. It will be a goodbye. You know, we will say it. And it'll be because, you know, the people have been so perfect to us, you know, that it's like, that'd be fucked up, man, to be like, oh, by the way, we ain't doing it anymore. You know, it's like, we want to be able to say a proper goodbye. So whenever that happens, you know, we'll probably load up and do it heavy. One last rip.
Yeah. Sevendust is so heavy, dude. You guys are a heavy band.
I love when guys like you say that. I'm like, you guys have like body dysmorphia, music dysmorphia.
No,
it's like,
man.
You're the heaviest band I've ever heard in my life, you know, and you're like, Sevendust is so heavy. I'm like, dude. Jesus Christ, man. You're like the guy in the mirror that's got muscles out to here. You're like, I'm skinny as fuck, you know?
Oh, man. No, you guys are fucking heavy, dude. And we look at bands like you guys as like inspiration to keep going, and inspiration to keep writing the best music that you can throughout your entire career, you know?
I think the next one will be really good. I do believe it. I don't think you'll get any of us saying this is the heaviest record we ever did or the best record we ever did. I think we've used those. Yeah. You know, it's your baby, you know, so it's like, this is the best looking baby I've ever seen. You know, you want to believe it. Yeah, and it's like, and I am proud of all those records for one reason or another, you know, even ones that I'm not really that big of a fan of anymore. I'm looking at them like, but that's cool that we were able to do that. Because, I mean, there were times where it's like, dude, that shouldn't even be there. You know, that record shouldn't even be what it is. But I do believe that this one will be strong.
It's a good word.
Yeah. I believe it will be. There's some shit already being written that's wild sounding. So it's like,
damn, that's sick.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to let you hear some when we shut the...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you remember? When you, I got to tell you again. I was listening to your first record, and I go in a car and I look at my phone, and I see your name pop up. I'm like, this is real life. It was one of those moments in your car. I'm like, this is my life. I'm so fucking thankful to be in my body. And experience this, dude. This is so fucking cool.
It's the same, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't love doing this shit, but I definitely was wanting to do this.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I don't fucking stop talking, man. So there's going to be shit I'm going to get all kinds of flack for. I just told everybody in the world about my dad and my mom and fucking me and my drug problem and all kinds of shit.
We are in it together, man.
Yeah, man.
You'll get flack for it, and I'll get flack for it, and
absolutely.
But the important thing is having a great conversation that people hear and learn. Me and Zach were just talking like how people listen to podcasts. It could be they're either in the car, they're walking, they're in the gym, or they're at a party. It's on a TV and shit. Like it's very similar to music.
Yeah,
people just like it.
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about. It's about, again, I don't the word fans. It's got to be in the word, but it's so cool that people listen to it and watch it. And that's it's about their thing with what they're listening to and watching. You know?
Yeah, I mean, my thing about it is that guy is that guy. Mm-hmm. You know, the dude that jumps off the fucking stacks and smashes himself up, that's that guy. And then this is this guy, you know, and they're the same. You know, I mean, there's really more of I mean, me and you have a lot more in common than probably you or anybody else thinks. I mean, I am an introvert, really, and I talk a lot because I'm nervous. Yeah. You know, so alcohol fixed that. That made it a lot easier, you know. Then all of a sudden I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, you know. And then I'm a fucking, you know, no problem. Yeah. But that whole thing, you know, of that person that's up there that's doing that kind of stuff and behaving that way is really who I am. It's more, that's, you know, more real than anything. Yeah. And so, yeah, getting the personal side, kind of the backstory of why that person does that is really why this is cool.
It's so cool, man.
Yeah.
And it's so mind-blowing that I'm the one asking the questions. It doesn't seem real.
I love you so fucking much, dude.
I love you. You have no idea how much I listen to your fucking band, dude. I was listening to, again, one of your records in the gym. And you know when you listen to, okay, it's old school now, but when you listen to your record, album front to back, from track one, and then you let it go, when it's a great record that you love, around like track 6, track 7, you almost want to start crying.
Yeah.
I was jamming Animosity, and like track 6 comes on. I'm just like in the gym, like, oh, dude, I gotta hold back some tears right now, man.
Yeah.
It just awakens something in you. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But the bands that do that to you, it just lasts forever.
Yeah.
And it's weird that the older you get, the more you connect to the bands that you love, and that's been so like shocking to me. Like I remember being so young in our teens. Like I love these bands. I get older. I'm 36. Loving Sevendust more than I did when I was 19 and buying the fucking record.
Yeah,
it's so bizarre.
It is wild, man.
There's
an appreciation that comes with longevity, I think, and perseverance. You guys, I mean, that's a lot. That's as much as you can take.
Worst. Yeah,
that to me is there's something about that when I look at something like that, and I'm like, these dudes they've been through it. They've been through the worst, the worst, So there's something, there's for me, somebody that wants to like hold somebody. I'm like, I'm proud of you, dude.
Thanks, Morgan.
Yeah, big time.
I want to say one more thing, and then we'll wrap it up. It's 1:30. We're actually on time early because I want to get you back for sound check. So I want to, selfishly, I want the best show possible. So I know you need to get the fucking wedges going. So, okay, so I'll make sure you get there on time. The opportunity is not missed, but Home needs to be on vinyl. And
it's coming.
Is it?
Yeah. All those are coming.
Oh,
the first
dude.
4.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they're coming.
Dang, that's
They
sick.
can't find the fucking artwork.
What?
The label that put those records out went bankrupt.
Oh my gosh,
I love it. And they can't find the fucking artwork.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
That's insane.
It's a trip. I'm like,
how do you lose the artwork?
I don't know, man. I mean,
what the
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So they're working on it.
Dude, that's so sick.
It'll happen, yeah.
And one last thing connected to that, merch.
Yeah.
Put the fucking album cover on a black shirt so I could buy it. That's all you gotta do.
The Home record?
Just put the cover on a black shirt. That's all I want, dude.
I think it's gotta happen, yeah.
It's gotta happen.
Yeah. Jeez. They're vintage now, baby. We're old as fuck. It's like
Can I dude. I was gonna sign up to my eBay, but I've been eyeing a bootleg for about 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been like $130.
What is it?
It's the Home. It's a cover of Home, but it's like $130, and I'm just waiting for you guys to drop, like, for you to be like, oh, here's new merch line on your IG page. I'm waiting for it.
I'll deal with it.
Because I don't want to pay $130 for a fucking shirt.
You're not gonna pay anything. I'll work on it. I'll deal with it today.
Please. Awesome.
I will.
Well, Morgan, it was an honor for you to be here. I love you. I love your band. It's a big inspiration for us and Suicide Silence and our whole heavy genre. I know you don't really maybe not know a lot of bands that we tour with, but a lot of bands talk about you guys in my genre.
Yeah.
And you're very aware of my genre, how over the top heavy and crazy it is. A lot of the bands love you guys, dude.
That's too cool, man.
It's fucking cool.
That's really cool. Because you guys got the torch in your hand already,
Oh, man.
I mean, it's vicious. I look at it and I'm like,
we fucking stole it from you, dude.
Bullshit. I'm like, I wish I could steal it back. I got the stamina to do it.
Well, dude, I will be, my life goal is for a band to steal it from me. I mean, isn't that what we're doing?
Attempt to.
Well, you're also my first guest to be on a tour and take the time out of your day and come out, dude. I am definitely in debt to you, man. So dude, cool, man. So you, fucking man. Cool, man.
I'll do it again next time we're through.
Woo! Part 2.
That's right.
All right, everyone. Until next time, where can people find you?
The Morgan 7D is on most of it. Twitter, and I don't look at the Twitter very much. Instagram.
Yeah.
Alien Freakware is the merch company, with all the with the guy.
Attaboy.
A little weird dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it. Also, Sevendust on Instagram. Also, this will come out right when the second leg of the Animosity tour starts.
Yeah, that is a fun leg.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Might have to fly you out there to hang out with me for a few days.
Yeah, I honestly thought about that. It's so crazy.
We'll work it out.
So check out the tour happening right now. And so everyone, thank you for watching, listening. Until next time, later.